What's going on, guys? Casey Flower here, and welcome to Ted Stevens Anchorage International Airport. Just doing some plane spotting right now. It's about 5:30 a.m. in the morning. I'm right here waiting for the Boeing 747 LCF Dreamlifter to land right here. And today we're actually going to be trying out Ravn Air Alaska. We're going to be flying over to Valdez, Alaska on Ravn Air Alaska's Q100 today. So very much looking forward to that. It's a very quick flight, so just going out to Valdez and then back here to Anchorage. So without further ado, let's spot this Dreamlifter and get over to the terminal. Like any small airline, Ravn Air Alaska doesn't have an app, so I checked in with my iPhone through the website. You check all the required boxes, and that's pretty much the check-in process. After that, your boarding pass is available for download. Alaska locals actually get free checked bags. When you get your boarding pass, you can download it to your phone, or they can text you a download link. After seeing that cheaper freighter with about 10 minutes left until boarding, or so I thought, it turns out the flight got delayed because of weather.
Due to weather, we will have an update at 7. Thank you.
Of course, the time I actually sprint here and get here, boarding's delayed. I hate the weather sometimes. But anyway, I Ubered back to the terminal to board my 31-year-old Dash 8 100 that was going to take me to the beautiful small airport tucked away in the mountains. November 883 Echo Alpha was going to be the star of the show today. She was delivered brand new to Augsburg Airways out of Germany. I hope I said that right. In April of 1999 as Delta Bravo India Romeo Tango, and then down to Ravn in January of 2014. So apparently Ravn has quote-unquote no TSA, and I was at the gate. I didn't see any sign of TSA, so this is kind of sussy, I'm not gonna lie. But you know, we'll get close to the boarding. Boarding's delayed because of weather out in Valdez, so we'll get close to the boarding and go through board and see how that goes. The fog in Valdez has lifted, and 45 minutes later, it was time to board.
Good morning, welcome to Ravn Alaska Flight 310 with service to Valdez. At this time, our flight crew is ready to welcome on board any passengers traveling with children under the age of 12 or needing extra time or assistance boarding the aircraft, or any active military personnel. Please have your boarding pass and a picture ID ready at gate 811.
My seat for the whole morning will be 1D, which is an exit row seat with plenty of legroom with absolutely no additional cost when you board. Our flight attendant gave the exit rows their briefing, including me, and I did, and yes, I'm willing and able.
Service to Valdez, about 40 minutes as usual.
After our 19 passengers boarded, our one flight attendant handed out earplugs, did our safety demo, and it was us on our way to Valdez. After we leveled off on altitude of 15,500 feet, our flight attendant Josie came through the cabin with complimentary homemade cookies, if anything, to have as we were en route, and a minute later she gave us some water, coffee, or juice to drink. I didn't eat the cookies, but I did get myself some water. Another 10 minutes went by, and the in-flight service came to an end, and we started our descent into Valdez.
Heaven is shining down rays of gold. Forever keep shining down rays of gold. Heaven is shining down rays of gold. Forever keep shining down rays of gold. Cover me with your light, take me home. Forever keep shining down rays of gold. Cover me with your light, take me home. Forever keep shining down rays of gold. Rays of gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Valdez. For your continued safety and the safety of others, please remain seated with your flight. When exiting the aircraft, please stay away from the wing and the propeller. Remember, there's no smoking on the ramp.
And just like that, we are here. I did get to do a quick cockpit visit during the turnaround, but unfortunately it was cut short due to the captain not being comfortable with me filming the full cockpit ops, so we just ended up talking a lot about me and not them. But hey, I'm glad I was able to see the classic DH-8A flight deck.
What'd you think
How,
of it?
I was alright, very scenic, very scenic.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, how's it up here?
What stage are you in your flight training?
So I'm almost soloing. I'm about 20 hours in. Almost
yeah.
soloing.
Are you
Yeah,
running video or are you taking a picture?
it's a video, but I won't show your face.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a really scenic flight down here. Yeah,
Are
yeah.
you going to become a commercial pilot?
I want to, yeah. That's the goal.
Where are you from?
I am from Boston, Massachusetts. So I'm doing a week up here in Alaska, just doing a bunch of flying. I went up to Barrow yesterday, and I'm doing this today, and then I'm doing the milk run on Monday with Alaska. And yeah, just doing a bunch of flying this week. So I'll be on the like back to Anchorage with you guys. Yeah.
Cool.
How's the the 100 fly? Like how do you like flying it?
We love it.
I got off, scanned my boarding pass again, and 5 minutes later, I was back on to head back to Anchorage. You look good from here. Have I seen you?
Oh, yeah.
How's it going?
Good.
Our 19 passengers finished boarding. We fired up the 2 engines, and we taxied out to depart on our way back to Anchorage, departing in the opposite direction of where we arrived from. And that is us off back to Anchorage. I'll take this time to now rate this flight using my rating scale. If you're new here, this is how I rate my flights at the end of each trip report with 5 different categories. I'm going to give this service a 6 out of 10. Our senior flight attendant was very friendly. She took great care of everybody on board. I wasn't expecting a lot of service due to the short flight duration, so that was a huge plus. The one down part is that the captain was irrationally having me quit framing the flight deck and saying stuff that isn't allowed on certain airlines that I found other crew have absolutely no problems with. I don't know about Ravn's policies, but it makes sense because I never had the clear TSA at any of the airports today. The Wi-Fi was not applicable, it didn't have any. The cleanliness was a 10 out of 10, absolutely fine. It was a very nice, cute cabin. The food on this flight gets a 9 out of 10. I ended up eating the cookie on the way back to Anchorage. I really enjoyed the idea of having homemade cookies on an old turbo prep in southern Alaska. I just wish they had a little bit more variety in them, such as chocolate chip cookies, as you get in Alaska's first class on the Transcons. Also, having the water at the end to wash it down was really nice too. The entertainment gets an easy 10 out of 10. Who needs an IFA when you have these insane views of the mountains and glaciers of southern Alaska? Even going through the valley at the end, I was starting to question whether I was dreaming or not. The seat also gets an easy 10 out of 10. No complaints at all. Having this much legroom on a DH-8A was really comfortable and really contributed to the experience. Not to mention, my row was empty the entire time. It generally felt like a first class seat on a Dash 8. So the overall Raleigh rating for Ravn is going to be an 8 out of 10, and I ended up paying about $237 for a round-trip ticket on this flight to Valdez and back. As we continue our ascent back into Anchorage, air traffic control did have to vector us around a little bit to make way for the mid-morning cargo traffic on the runway 15, but eventually we did get on the runway 15, and I'll have a link to the unedited landing footage for you guys in the description below. We taxied right back to where we started earlier this morning, and as soon as I got off, I went outside the airport for some mid-morning plane spotting. I'm back! I'm back! Okay, and just like that, here we are. Back we are this morning. Overall, I thought the experience was pretty great. Apart from the filming in the cockpit thing, but that's whatever. Ravn Dash 8, 100. We are right here, back where I was when I saw the Dream Winter this morning. Except I have this guy behind me. Yo, Chris, turn around! Okay, Chris won't turn around. Anyway, that's gonna be it for the video. Thanks for watching and bye for now.